What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda here. If you want to keep your wheels really clean, you're going to want to try this. Hey, I picked this up. It's by Chemical, guys. I've liked some of their stuff in the past here, so I'm really excited about trying this. It's their iron remover, and it specifically is really good for the wheels. So this is how it comes in this little jar, 16 fluid ounces spray bottle, I guess. Chemical Guys DeCon Iron Remover decontaminates and cleans. And one of the things, now that I've got it open here, you want to use this on a cool day. That's one of the instructions, so not a hot day. And you also don't want to let it sit for more than a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, I believe. So you can see it squirts there. Now I'm going to use this primarily on the wheels. These aren't the dirtiest wheels in the world, but they're also not particularly clean. And I did that on purpose because I will clean them in about 5 minutes. But I wanted to spray this on here, 2 settings. So I'm going to use the wide pattern because especially with brakes, especially semi-metallic pads and the rotors, they kind of flake off and you get little bits of metal stuck on pretty much everything. You can also use this on your paintwork too if you're about to give it a detail. A friend of mine, it's funny because he used to park underneath the L tracks in Chicago because that was the only place you could park, and the car paint would get littered with these little tiny flecks of red rust that was shaved off, I think, when the train would go over the tracks, and it was super hard to get out, and you actually had to kind of polish them out, and probably never got rid of all of them. I wish I had known about this product back then because I think it'll just kind of dissolve any of the iron it comes in contact with and actually turns a little purple. So the more purple you see, the better it's working. Like I said, I think you can kind of mist this over paint too, just to kind of get rid of anything that might be embedded in the paint before you give it a nice good clean. Now let's go over to this other wheel here and just see if it's done anything quite yet. Oh, cool. Look, we're getting some streaks here. It's starting to dissolve stuff and run down. I wouldn't call it a bright purple, but kind of a dark purple. It really looks like that. I'm not sure how well that's coming across on camera, but that's pretty cool. It's kind of breaking up some of that hard stuff. Now you can really go in there with a brush and clean it up and then rinse it off, and then any other brake cleaner too on top of that would probably be great. So this stuff really does work. I'm pretty impressed with it. Hey, if you want to pick this up as kind of your first stage in getting your wheels and car really clean, I would recommend it. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.